Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome one, welcome all. What's going on, ladies and gents? This is Rob Wilson. Welcome to the RWA show. That's the new title I'm rocking with. If you don't like it, you know where you can go. So yeah, ladies and gents, a lot's been going on. Got a lot of stuff going on. Have had a lot of stuff going on. It has taken up a lot of my time. Um, you know, but I'm all the better for it. You know, we live and we learn and we grow. That is the most important thing that we must know. So, if you don't know, I'm Rob Wilson. I'm a digital artist. I'm currently working on my next comic book. Currently working on it. I'll talk a little bit about that later. But yeah, greetings to everybody. You know, it's Friday. Happy Friday. You're probably out and about, which is a great thing. For some reason, I didn't even know. Quick update. I was getting ready to set up the stream for YouTube. And my last stream was blocked. Either I forgot about it, or I just don't give a damn about YouTube when it comes to streaming on there. They can kiss my ass. Straight up. YouTube is a dinosaur. It's like a little bit worse than using Texas tea. YouTube is a cesspool. Not the people that's using YouTube. I'm talking about the people that's running YouTube. You bums don't deserve the power that you got. It is up to me. And go to hell backwards. That's all I got to say about YouTube. If I am streaming on there, great. My attitude towards YouTube still stands. So, yeah, we got some things to cover. First of all, I've been on, hiatus, military stuff. So I've been gone for a while. You know, as if Canadian wildfires weren't enough. You know, I don't think I've seen any local, you know, Canadians like recording the fires on Twitter, on social media. If you have seen it, let me know. That was a question that was brought to me when I watched a video earlier from Really Graceful when she was breaking down the Canadian wildfires and why it smells like plastic and not a burning forest. You know, never mind the damn chemicals that were went missing on the train. I forgot somewhere because we had that whole derailment phase in America where like trains just couldn't stay on the tracks. Absolute madness. Coincidental madness. It is what it is. So yeah, while that's been going on, because I didn't even notice till I start coughing. I was at work and I was like, I normally don't cough. My immune system is superb, superior to the average man. But regardless, I coughed. And at work, I started noticing the haze in the DMV area. Absolute madness. So while I was on my military trip, I had to leave and go. Where I went, apparently, some idiots fired tracer rounds into the forest. And guess what we had there? We had military wildfires out there too. Not my favorite type of environment to be around. But it was worse than what they're getting out in the haze. Like the whole freaking base was like mystified in burning forest smoke. Absolute crap. A lot of people were almost sick. But we pushed on through, made the most out of it, got the hell out of there, came home. That's what's important, right? Never mind the long-term damage, if there is any. But yeah, there's a lot I gotta cover. I actually got a list now, so I make sure I don't do my rants and raves and go off topic because I want to make this short and sweet. I don't care what people think this should be. I'm gonna do this my way, and if you don't like it, you know where the highway is. I'm just keeping it like that. Here's a friendly reminder for YouTube to go to hell. Straight up. Go to hell. I don't like you. So let's go ahead and move on. Oh yeah, if you want to see any of my stuff, you can track me down on Linktree. That is available, and it is rolling right now. My Linktree is up. I've been getting taxed and taxed again for no reason. I'm like, bro, I get it. Death and taxes are the only thing that exists. That are certain. But damn, you're gonna tax me to death, literally. If I were a weaker man, I would have succumbed to the weakness. But I have not. I am still here, dealing with the madness. So, yeah. Before I got a chance to leave, I got to read Magnificent Bastards from Broken Compass Studios. It was good to read something different. Didn't know what to expect, which I like that anticipation when it comes to new comics and stuff like that. You don't know what story the writer has to tell, and fairly it was pretty bloody violent, and I like it. I liked it. The walrus concept seemed far fetched, but it was integrated into the story, so I ain't hating. I like what I like. The second was I got a chance to check out Elliot Rodriguez's Ominous. First 10 pages, which was basically battle scene, great stuff. Brutality, blood and gore, dismemberment. In only a quick, short amount of pages. But I do like the premise. I just want to know a little bit more about the characters that I am excited for. $10, 10 pages. Oh no, I think I paid $5 for it. And he sent it directly to you by Google Drive, I think. That worked out. I enjoyed it. It was worth reading while I was on military leave, so that was awesome. So this is an opportunity to go ahead and hop on to the next segment here, where I'm going to talk about a couple movies and make it short and sweet. I'd like to highlight the better and the worst of June. Movie-wise, there's still some more stuff I gotta see. Did Fast and Furious come out in June? It might have. I think I did see that crap before I left. But I want to talk about Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Freaking Unicron, man, the real deal, not some bull crap. The real deal Unicron, and what a perfect time where Transformers can have everyone's favorite planet-eating giant faster than Marvel. Meanwhile, Marvels were about secret invasion and Skrulls running around cross-dressing. I'll watch that eventually, but I ain't watching it right now. Not my kind of thing. The way Nick Fury is around, he reminds me of he's like a reincarnation of Odin. But getting back on topic, Transformers, Rise of the Beast, awesome. Cheetah looked great. All the characters, Scorponok, all them, they look pretty good. Scourge, pretty vicious. Under Unicron's, blessing. He had the great power up and all that crap. Yeah, the character's alright. It took place in the 90s. It was very hip-hop-ish, because Wu-Tang is so important in Transformers. And moving forward, towards the end, we got some really good crossover news. Not going to spoil that if you haven't seen it. I definitely recommend you definitely go see that movie, as I am pro this Transformers. I didn't hear anything about non-binary in there like they do the cartoon, but for this Transformers movie, it was better than Michael Bay's second Transformers movie. So, just keeping it real. That's the impression I got. Mind you, I like pretty much every Michael Bay Transformers movie just for what it is, the amount of action, little comedy and all that stuff, except for number 2. It is what it is. All right, so that was one of the best better of June that I saw. Moving on, let's talk about one of the worst that I've seen this month. The Flash movie. Anytime if I have a conversation with people about it, the only redeeming thing about it is Michael Keaton as Batman. That Batman, great. Ben Affleck's Batman, when he made his appearance, looked terrible. Looked terrible. Even the Flash's costume looked like crap. And it really looked like Zack Snyder, when he distanced himself from the whole, DCEU, he took the designs with him. That's what it looks like. I could be wrong, or maybe just, Warner Brothers didn't want to use his designs. His designs were fairly good. Flash suit, for what it was, it kind of grew on us. And also his other joint. Yeah, Batman suit in the Snyderverse. I liked it. It grew on me. Not a problem. But this was just nasty. Absolutely nasty. But yeah, that movie was crap, man. 3 Ezra Millers in one movie. I think that's pretty much undisputed right now. That the Flash was not that good, and probably there should have been a Michael Keaton Batman separate from the Flash movie. Babies in microwaves, and what else? Oh yeah, Ezra Miller plotting to drug himself for compliance. Madness. All right, so let's move on. Next segment. I want to mention this thing about occult feminism, which I just came hip to. Let's see. I just came hip to it. Middle of this week, and it was dealing with this show I watch from time to time. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over. Cut the down music. So this right here, just pearly things. Sometimes I watch her about dating stuff, see how crazy women act, firsthand. That's how I learned. That way I save my money on, too many dates and learning the same thing. But, let me see. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly where I wanted to go with this segment because last year I spent some time with spiritual mediums and some that say they have a witch bloodline, good witch type thing, and those groups over overall outstandingly majority female. A lot of psych degree graduates in there too with the whole spiritual medium thing. But yeah, they would have their meetings, and sometimes I'd be there and try to learn, see what's going on, right? And one lady came in and she asked the store owner. She was like, "What are all these men doing here? Last time I was here, it was just us women. Now it's these men." So the shopkeeper says, "Spirit told her to guide the men." I had no idea that this went all the way into this right. Let me point it right. Yeah, this right here. All of this, all of that stuff from last year, the majority of it. The Reiki healers and all that. Sure, it's like a couple guys, but they're real how can I say it? Not that masculine. One of them was like former military, so he's living his older years. But yeah, the women outnumbered the men in those kind of groups by like 5 to 1. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's continue.
And this was being a spirit medium was a really popular thing in the 1800s, and most of the female speakers who pushed suffrage claimed to be spirit mediums. And part of that was because they could get away with saying things that they might not have been able to get away with saying otherwise. If you say you're possessed by the ghost of someone and it's them talking, not you, you can kind of get away with saying some things that maybe you couldn't if you were trying to say them as yourself. So that would be one reason. But yeah, there's always been this tie to witchcraft and goddess worship because um, that is the kind of the polar opposite religiously and philosophically of Christianity or even Islam, where you have this idea that women and women's sexual power should be the dominant force in society, should be the ruling force in society. And it was never really about equality, it was about subjugation of men. If you look at goddesses like the Hindu goddess Kali, she's always pictured standing with her foot on the chest of her male cohort Shiva. And so it's always like this idea that the goddesses are the ones dominating the male gods and that using their sexual power to manipulate.
And you sort of see that today. Like, okay, I don't know if you noticed, you probably have. You're a big girl. So I was like, at least. So, okay, when I watch movies and I'll see like the women dominating the men, like in all the companies and stuff, and they just like walk around like robots. I'm like, I don't see these women in real life. They're not real.
No, they're not.
But it's kind of
All right, so that's what's going on with that, guys. I highly recommend checking that out. I put it in the live chat on Rumble, and I also put it in the chat on Twitch. For more information, if you want to watch that whole almost 3 hour segment, like I did, because I like to do as much extensive research as I can on a subject before I start, talking about it. Definitely check it out. For all those researchers out there, go ahead. See how deep the rabbit hole goes, or if these two ladies are talking crazy. Ajwa crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a very unique thing that I had. I guess I should have known that the two were related with the subject matter of the occult and feminism, because yeah, you have female deities and all that, and just like male gods, um, cultures would sacrifice, people to, male gods and as well as female gods. So in my case, for a lot of stuff I've learned throughout my life, it should have been a no-brainer. But that's just proof that you're never too old to learn something new. Um, so what else we got? All right, so moving on to the next segment, Mortal Kombat 1. Oh yes, I'm excited for that. Um, like I said, this is an open forum, so I don't know how many people were prepared for just one subject. I talk about various subjects, unless someone responds, and I can go back and forth with them on subject matter. But yeah, if that's all it is, I'm gonna go from subject to subject because I do have some other stuff to do this evening. Already been on a long list of chores, things to get done. I don't have many days off, but when I do, I'm always working. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 1. I am excited from what I've seen, the preview, and I've watched the stress test of MK1 on Twitch with some of my favorite fighting game players of the FGC. And I ended up following some new ones too because hey, they had access to Mortal Kombat and they put it through the stress test. I seen Who was it? Katana. I seen a lot of Sub-Zero in action. Um, who else? I didn't see Johnny Cage. Lots of Liu Kang. Oh my gosh, Liu Kang. Yeah, that's the Goku of the game. And if you thought you haven't seen enough of Liu Kang, they just made him a god. So might as well be Super Saiyan God. Um, Liu Kang. You know, he even has an Hadouken now, or Kamehameha from the air, knocking his opponent to the ground. Why wouldn't he, right? Um, yeah, lots of Liu Kang. I'm trying to think, did I see any? Sonya Blade was there. Now the game is tag team, so Sonya Blade was on the assist. I've seen a lot of her. I've seen combos with the assist. Her like air punch, linked in very well for some really long combos. I think I've seen like a 23 hit combo in Mortal Kombat. It was sick. I know they're gonna put restrictions on the game and be like, hey, you can't do that when the actual official game comes out. I get it. However, the combo potential is very impressive to me. I think this is the first time ever in history for me that I can say Mortal Kombat is about to do the outdo and surpass the Versus series. Your Marvel's Capcoms 1, 2, and 3, they will always have a close place in my heart, and I will not hesitate to hop on one of those games if the opportunity proceeds and when I have time. However, Marvel's Capcom Infinite was a tragedy. It was a disgrace. It was something that should have never happened. And if it did happen properly, possibly still would not have helped out the MCU. Let me put it that way. And it looks like to me, like this new Street Fighter 6, it damn near looks like Marvel's Capcom Infinite. But people just soak it up and love it. It looks like a cross between Marvel's Capcom Infinite and like Tekken. Just maybe a little too flashy for me. But, over time, people get used to it and the graphics and everything. It looks fine. But nobody's putting any pushback against Street Fighter 6. They're just like, hey, this is it. It's great. I can't really say that. Street Fighter 6 might be the first one I'll set out on. I have no intent to purchase such. No, just don't. But definitely MK1, that's happening. That is happening. Tag team off the rope. What's his name? Kenshi? Kenshi in that damn game looked marvelous. I heard some people didn't like it or whatever. He looked marvelous to me, especially with the trench coat and the blade, and he has some combos. Basically, you fighting 3-on-2 with him because you got your tag team partner, and then you got the ghost summon that he can do combos in between with. Madness in a good way. So MK1 looks phenomenal. It looks great. In the event that I do get a PS5, just so that way I can kind of have some downtime and have a little bit of fun playing games I might want to play, which I might check out Diablo also. Diablo looks good. The new Final Fantasy looks phenomenal. Believe there are bundles with the PS5 now with Final Fantasy. I see somebody on Twitch, they're playing what was it, FF17 now, or I don't know what number Final Fantasy it is. It's so damn many. Yeah, they were doing like these 30 hit combos on 5 enemies at once and all this. It looked like Devil May Cry combos. That's what it looked like. And I love Devil May Cry, no doubt. I just don't have time to do the RPG roaming, long hours with the stuff that I have to get done for the deadlines I set for myself. Speaking of which, when it comes to deadlines, I did put a post out on Twitter where I said, is it possible if I can do, what was it? 37 pages in 2 weeks, just at least putting some images on 37 pages, some kind of ideas, not written down, but like sketches, drawings. So That did not happen, but it did force me to put something down on paper, and I got more than before I even came up with that idea or deadline, you know. So it was a bit of a soft deadline for me because I had more time when I was out in the military than I do now. For some reason, as soon as I come home, there's so much stuff to be get done. There's chores to get done. And there's all this, you know, work I got to get done. I got to work more and pay bills. I got to go straight to bed. I can't lay in bed and draw on my iPad like I used to when I was in the bunk, you know, on base. So it's a lot of adjustments I have to make. But hey, I got a couple of days off, so I'm gonna make the most out of it. I am chopping up a rough draft. This is the last segment of the show, in case you didn't know. Let me segue that. Um, Updates on my comic book, where I'm going with that. I am working on my rough draft. In fact, when I get off of here, I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to go ahead and add another 10 pages, because I added 10 last night. And then I'm going to add another 10 pages rough draft this evening. And then it's only going to be 37 pages. So I'm going to get it done and then refine it and sketch to hell, man. I'm going to sketch like it's nobody's business. Right now, I don't have to actually ask anyone their opinion on my comic at all. I think I've done a lot of that and plenty of that last year. But I need to go ahead and make it the way I want to see it, the way I want to get it done, with no third party ideas or pushback against what it is I'm creating. Nothing to stall me. So yeah, that's where we're at. You know, like I said, I don't even know if I'm on YouTube. YouTube was being a buster when I tried to get on, and when I tried to share the link from my PC, all of a sudden Tori was like, "Oh, consider getting rid of some cookies or clearing your cache," which I've never seen that before until now. And whatever, you know, normally when it comes to get to streaming, like stuff starts acting weird, I don't care because I'm gonna do exactly what I set out to do anyway, regardless of the obstacles. As a man, that's what I got to do. So, quick review over what we covered today. We talked a little bit about Canadian wildfires while I was away on annual training. Cover titles of Magnificent Bastards from Broken Compass Comics and the first 10 pages of Ominous from Elliot Rodriguez's Wheelhouse. I don't know what, I'll have to look. I don't know what comic book brand he has yet, but I'll have to look at it again. Did a review of Transformers Rise of the Beast. Did a review of the Flash movie, which, you know, I didn't really need to review that. I didn't even really need to watch the movie. I knew it was going to be garbage. So that's what it was. Let's see. We talked a little bit about Occult Feminism, which I shared the link in the live chat. Feel free to watch the whole 3-hour segment. I'm not going to put people through all that and not commentate throughout it and all that. I got other stuff I got to do, which is why I'm here for the short amount of time that I am here. Also, I did a review talking about, or kind of like my reaction to Mortal Kombat 1, which is coming out soon. I'm excited about it. I look forward to it. I can't wait. And I also gave you updates on my comic book that I'm working on, the prologue of VKP. 37 pages. That is the format that I think is going to allow me to get at least 1 to 2 books done a year, or maybe have no more than a 9-month turnaround. That's what I'm optimistic about, and that's what's realistic to me with what I can get done with the hours and schedule that I work. So that's it, ladies and gents. I'm Rob Wilson, digital artist that's not limited to art, philosophy, you know, metaphysics, all that kind of stuff, research, CT stuff as people call it. I don't like to use that word. But yeah, hopefully I can get a little more consistent stream schedule for you guys. Well, it won't be set in stone, but hopefully I can stream more consistently. And that'll be that. And until next time, God bless America because we really do need it. Remember to stay omni, keep your head in a swivel, and stay out of them Canadian wildfires, all right? That's just some bullshit.